Had a lot of fun with those rants, have you? Well, yeah. You know what this is? You think it's pizza? Actually, thin pizza. Why do people get thin pizza? No, I mean, seriously, why? Because, like, the whole purpose of eating food is to eat food, something that we need so we can survive. But why do. Not a sponsor, by the way. But why would we eat something if there's less material? Like, pizza, I don't know, maybe an inch thick normally. And then thin pizza, it's like, what, a couple millimeters thick? It's like, well, see, I want to eat, I just don't want to get all full. I want to have food, but I don't want to actually have the experience of having eaten something. And so that, oh, let's make it less food then. Okay, here, since you're giving me less food, I'll give you more money. Because that doesn't actually make sense. Typically, at the store, you can get a pizza, like an actual non-thin pizza when they're on sale for like $5 or $6. This, which I got as a prop, and I would have showed you the actual pizza, but it came out as a terrible mess because it, like many pizzas these days, contains super glue, which stick to your tray, which tray pan, whatever it's called. This is a $6 really thin pizza. Like, I ate the whole thing without even thinking about it in like 5 minutes. Like, in the time of one of these videos is what it took to actually eat the whole thing. And it was like a snack. Like, seriously, such little material, but for the same price as a regular pizza that's actually a full meal and a half or more. And it doesn't make any sense. Why would people pay more money for something that is less? Sorry, I haven't been feeling very much of a ranty mood lately. Like, yeah, typical, and and also there's this small issue about like stuff like, say, beef jerky. It's like, oh yeah, $8. How much do I get? A little square about that big. It's like, oh, just a little baggie, but half of it is AI, and the other half is just little tiny pieces. But it's a full $16. Like, what's the point of that even? Like, yeah, sure, it's salted meat. I can buy meat for a lot less and then salt it myself, and I'll have pretty much the same thing. Oh, it's flattened. Okay, I'll just take a hammer or a special mallet. And why is it so expensive? Because typically, the price that I've figured out on, $10 can supply a day's worth of food, like actual pizza, the frozen kind, and or sandwiches tend to be a real go-to. And like another thing, sandwiches, like fast food places with sandwiches, like for instance McDonald's, not a sponsor, they have like, hey, oh, you can pay $5 for a sandwich. It's like that big around, nom nom, and it's gone. Yeah, $5 for something that isn't filling at all, and it's already gone. Like, what? What? Like, see, it's getting to be extreme at this point. Eventually, it'll be like $20 burger bites. Like a little, like, you know those sliders, that little burger? It'd be like the slider version of sliders. There's just little tiny things that you eat in one bite, but it'll be a full meal according to those fast food places. Like, food is getting to be way too expensive for what it can give you for certain things. Like, I can go to the store, spend like $20 on stuff to make sandwiches, and just eat decent sized sandwiches for like 2 or 3 days. And each one will be actually cheaper than something if I just bought the sandwich itself. And the wait time for one of these sandwiches would be about the same anyway. Like waiting 5 minutes for one of those sandwiches, or spending maybe 2 minutes to get out all the materials, make the sandwich, and then put everything away. So really, it's faster, it's cheaper, and I don't have to leave the house every time I want a sandwich. Why do people still think that going to fast food places is still the best option when there's still all that waiting, which can be easily circumnavigated by just making the food themselves? And really, I wanted to go into a couple of other topics about this. Oh, by the way, say hi to Aurora.